Hello preschool, it's Miss Alyssa. It's nice to see you. Welcome to week 4 of occupational therapy. I am here today with my 3 bins, 1, 2, and 3. We have our hand warm up. We're going to make a fall craft today, a sunflower, and then we're going to work on our fasteners. So let's start with bin number 1. You will need plastic straws and scissors and some kind of container or bin for the straws to fall into when we cut them. So we are working on scissor skills and hand strength, and a lot of kids have trouble snipping or picking up scissors the right way. So the way that I like to do it at school is put the scissors in midline, and that helps with hand preference. Have the student put their thumb up into the little hole and then put the rest of their fingers into the big hole, and then practice open, shut, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. So you want to get that shoulder elevation with the open and close pattern of the hand. So to practice snipping, which is a prerequisite to cutting paper, we snip straws, and we like to snip them into bins. At school, we don't really snip them into bins. We let them fly all over the room, and the kids love it. And this really helps promote the neutral position of the wrist for cutting, because if you turn your thumb in, you're not going to be able to cut the straw. So you have to have a thumbs up pattern to cut the straw. So we're going to practice snipping. And I'm going to do another straw. And good job. So what I like to do with these, if you have a pipe cleaner or a string or a shoelace, you can actually pick up all these little pieces or save them and practice stringing them onto a lace for another fine motor activity. So that's our hand warm up for today. And then we're going to move on to bin number 2. And I know a lot of people are jumping into fall trees, but I like the sunflower because it's a fall flower. And it's also fun to make, and we can work on our scissor skills and visual spatial skills to copy this pattern, and also tearing paper, drawing lines, and tracing circles. So lots of good skills to work on with this one. You will need green paper, orange paper for the background or any color of your choice, and yellow paper, and a small square of brown paper. I used a 1/4 sheet. You will need scissors and glue, and something circular to trace. So I'm using a Tupperware container, anything that you can find in your household that's circle, that's a little bit larger, so you want it to take up at least, half the paper. You don't want to make it too small. And then a small circular object to trace for the center of the flower. And you will also need markers, as always. So we're going to start out on our yellow sheet of paper. And we're going to work on tracing. And I love tracing because it forces the student to use a stabilizing hand to hold down the template. And I know we did this last week with our square as well. So you're going to take your circle, put it on your yellow paper, and trace around the circle. Now, if you want to practice making a big circle on your own, that's good too. We have a big circle, and we're going to cut that out. So again, pick up your scissors the right way, thumbs up. We're going to practice cutting a circle. Remember to turn the paper when you can't go anymore. Some kids like to flex their wrist and go all the way around. Well, that gets kind of tiring, so we want to make sure we promote turning the paper to cut. Then we have our circle. Get rid of our scraps. Then you're going to take your little template, your little circle template, and put it right in the middle of your flower. And we're going to trace that one. So you'll have a circle in the middle. And then we're going to practice making lines. It almost looks like a sun. And this is great because a lot of kids are working on drawing a line down or a diagonal line, which is an important pre-writing stroke. So it's going to look like a sun when you're done. And then we're going to take our scissors and snip on those lines. Make sure you don't cut that middle circle. So you're just cutting to the line. So when you're done, it will look like that. And we'll snip all the way around. It's great cutting practice. So when you're done, you'll have all of those lines snipped. Then we're going to take our orange background paper and glue our flower to the upper half. So we're going to get our glue stick, some glue. You can make X's where to put the glue if you like, or you can just put glue in the center of your shape on the back, right here, and push down. Just like that. All right, and then you're gonna take your little piece of brown paper, and this is where we work on tearing again, a reciprocal movement for fasteners. Tear it up. Make a little pile of brown paper. That's gonna be the center of our sunflower. Now, if you have sunflower seeds at home and you wanna work on pincer grasp, you can put the sunflower seeds in the middle. But I like tearing paper. It's such a good practice skill for radial use of the hand. So we have our little pile of brown paper, and we're gonna put glue in the middle in that circle. And push all of those into the center. And if you can have your child pick up one piece at a time, that works on using those writing fingers. So that's a good skill. We made the center of our sunflower, which is brown. So it will look something like that. Then we're going to take those little sunflower petals and fold them. And I like to do every other sunflower petal. So we kind of make it look three-dimensional. So we're going to go all the way around and do that. So when you're done, it will look something like this. Then you're going to take your green sheet of paper and hold it horizontally. And you just need really a small piece. You need the end. And you're going to draw a line down like that. And you're going to cut on the line. Now we're going to practice drawing a more abstract shape. We're going to draw a leaf. So to draw a leaf, you're going to draw a curve like this. And then you're going to take your marker, and on the other side, you're going to draw a curve. I'm going to try to darken that so you can see it. So we drew a small leaf. So now we're going to try to cut out that leaf. And for kids who are just learning to cut, I try to give them a smaller piece of paper to work with when they're cutting this out. And we have a leaf. So now we're going to put our stem and our leaf on our sunflower. So I'm going to take glue, put it on the back of my green stem, and tuck it underneath my flower. Just like that. And then I'm going to take some glue, and you might need an X for this to show your child where to put the the leaf. And it's right here. And you made your sunflower. So make sure that you put your name on the bottom, and it's always helpful for kids for letter alignment to have a line. So if they have a small line then they know that they have to keep all of their letters on that line. Now you have another fall craft to add to your collection, and I'm excited to see how you guys do with this next week. So we're all done with bin number 2. We're going to set everything aside so we can clear our workspace. And we have bin number 3. So in bin number 3, as always, we have our fasteners. So if you're working along with this video, I want to make sure that you practice this every single week. So I always put the vest down in front to start. And buttoning, we work on buttoning first and then unbuttoning. So we're going to use the analogy to find the hole. And you're going to push the button into the hole. And I always use the term peekaboo. Pull it through. Now, if your child can't button yet and they still need help, you can do the first half so they can look for the button coming through the hole and just teach them to pinch and pull. Pinch and pull. Push and pull is a very hard concept for smaller children to learn, so it's a good opportunity to work on pull. And then for unbuttoning, you want to make sure they're stabilizing with their non-dominant hand, or maybe their dominant hand, because I'm unbuttoning with my left hand. It depends on what side your button's open, but you always want to have one hand stabilizing the garment. And then once you get really good at that on the table, you can have your child put it on and practice buttoning while wearing. For zipping, you can work with these smaller zippers. I like to work with large zippers, but these little vinyl zippers would be kind of a level 2. And what you can do is just find a zipper pull or a little key ring to put on here so kids get a better hold on the zipper pull. So we always use that analogy. Look for the garage. Put the car in, if I can do it, in the garage. And once you master that on the table, you'll be able to try doing it while wearing. So thanks for joining me today. I look forward to working with you next week. I should be sending this video out on Thursday night or Friday. So this will be the first week in October that we will be working. So I will see you soon. Have a great day.